Hello, welcome back. So now that we have everything set up, let's get right into Java. As a side note, we're not going to use Eclipse as our main Android development environment. We're using it now just to get us started with Java. So once we're done with all these Java fundamentals, we're gonna go over to Android Studio, which is the recommended IDE by Google for Android development. And IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. What that is essentially is just a workplace for developers to build applications. IDE usually have all the tools that make easier for developers to build applications. All right, let's go right into it. So I have my IDE, my Eclipse, open here, as you can see. So we don't have any projects now, and so that's why you have a blank pane here to the left where it says Package Explorer. But here, this is where all the projects that we create are going to be populated here. You will see in a few minutes. And here, you will see, once we get going, you'll have all of the Java code that we're going to be editing is here. And at the bottom where it says console here, that's where the output of our program it's gonna be. This is where we're gonna see things that we code outputting here. To the right, it's just an outline. Once we have all of code, once we have our classes and functions, we'll see an outline of all of our pieces of code here that we write. Okay, it's gonna be much easier once we see an example. So let's start by going File, New, Java Project. We're going to give it a name. Every project needs to have a name. We're going to call it Hello. And we go Next. And as you can see, Eclipse is setting things up for us. We go Finish. And there we have our Hello project. If you click on that arrow there, you will see that we have at least the SRC, which stands for source, and this library here. Don't worry too much about these. These are just libraries that come with Java so that we can compile and create applications using this standard library. We'll talk more about it. So for now, just click on source, right click, and then go to New. We're going to create a package. A package is, think of a package as a drawer. You have few drawers to where, let's say drawer number one, you put all of your shorts, and then the second one, you put all of your socks. So a package, it's a way to organize your code, your classes as you build applications, right? So just think of a package as just a little drawer where you're going to put all the related items in that drawer. Okay, so there's a convention that it's used to name a package. Usually it's a reverse of, let's say, website URL. So if you say www.google.com, so reverse of that would be com.google www, right? So that's the convention that is used. So we're gonna say com.myapp.java. You can obviously put whatever you need here, whatever name you want for your package, but this is the custom. Usually, it's recommended to do that way. Let's just put Java app just to make it a little bit descriptive, and we go Finished. And as you see, it created our package, but there's nothing in there. So we need to put a class, our entry point. So we go again, right click, New. This time we go Class. As you can see, we have everything here. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to have to name our class. Let's call Hello. Let's go Hello Android, just to make it more descriptive. And if this is not checked, please do check this one. What this does is it will create this function, this method in our class so that we can use it right away. You will see once I go finish here. So if you don't have this set like the way it is here checked, please do check it so that we set this up. Okay, so go finish. And voila, there you have it. You have hello android.java. That is your source code, right? So this is your code. And as I was explaining earlier, on our package explorer, we're starting seeing things, projects here. If we were to create another project, we would see it under here, right? So, and here is our code, and this is our outline, okay? Now let's go over things here. Now this is a package, so it's essentially saying, okay, all of this code here is in this package to access this, right? And though and we have public class. These are Java keywords that tell the systems, hey, I want to create a class. So you have public class, and we'll talk more about what public mean and all of that. So for now, this is how you create a class. So the class name is Hello Android, and inside the class we have this method here, as you can see. So this method is called main, and it has a type of void, and again we'll go over that at a later time. But this is our entry point of any Java application. It's the main. That's the main entry point. That's what lets the system say, okay, well, if you run this class, what is the first thing that's going to happen? Well, the first thing that's going to happen is exactly this. This function will run. Okay. Now, in many programming languages, you have ways to, they call it commenting. Commenting is essentially if you want to add comment and say, this is my first Java program, something like that. So what this means, this two forward slashes here, they mean, what this means, the system will always ignore this. It's a comment. So this is not going to be compiled. It's not going to be read, or the system, once it's compiled, is going to ignore this. So this is just for you and other developers who may look at your code, right? So that there is a description, if that makes sense. So if you, whenever you see this two forward slashes here, that means it's comment. Now this is here where it says parameters. This is another way of commenting, but this is for multiple lines, meaning that if you wanted to have more than one line where you want to add a comment, you could have done this. Oh, let's go enter. You could have done this. Hello, another line, and keep going. Hello again, and so forth. You could, no, it's fine. But why not just go like this? So what this means, let's go back because this is very important. So if you want to have more than one line so that you don't have to keep doing this, adding the two forward slashes, you just go one slash and asterisk and enter. And as you can see, I can put as many things as I want here, right? Okay, so that's a good thing to know. So just keep in mind. And obviously we'll go over, you will see this more often, and then you will know. Anyway, so we are inside again. This is what Eclipse gives us, so we can get rid, take that out. And now here, this is where the magic happens. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna ask the libraries that Java comes with. Say, hey, all I want is just to display a text, whatever I want to put in it, just a text that says something to the console, right? So that we can see it. So the way you do it, you go system dot, as you see. Now, the beauty of IDE's integrated development environment is that, like we talked earlier, it gives you all of the functionalities, all of the functions, all of the tools that you need to quickly develop applications, right? As you can see, the moment I said system and I said dot, it just gave me all of these options of things that I can use to call to do whatever I want, right? So what I want to actual system dot out. As you can see, it's helping. And whenever you have these situations, you can just go enter. It will just take that option and write it for you. And then again, dot print. And as you can see, there's a lot of prints here that we can use. The one we're interested in is print ln, as you can see here. So go enter, and we're gonna finish our statement with a semicolon. If you every time you want to finish your statement, you enter a semicolon. If we were to not have that, you'll see our IDE would say, well, something is wrong here. As you can see, it says syntax error, insert semicolon to complete the block. So we always have to do that. Now, our function here that we're calling from our system, our Java system libraries that we have, it takes something inside. So in order to actually print something, we pass in the whatever text we want to show to the screen, right? So let's say hello Android or hello Java. You are great. You see? So let's go over again. So what are we doing here? We're calling system because this is Java, and we have libraries that come with it that allows us to go and get all of this functionality that we want. In this case, we want to display something in the here to the console. So we say system.out.println, print line, this. So whatever you put here, it's going to be here. It will be printed here once we hit run. Okay, so let's test. Let's save it. Command S, or you can go File, Save, same thing. You can see there's no asterisk here anymore. That means it's saved. Now, what do? We click on the project, we right click, or you put two fingers, click with two fingers on your pad if you're on a Mac, and then go run as you can see here, you have option Java applet, don't go there. Go to Java application, because this is indeed a Java application. Let's run that. And if all goes well, we should see something. There we go. You did it. It says, hello Java, you are great. Isn't that amazing? You wrote your first ever hello world in Java. Congratulations. That's amazing. Now let's see if we can add another one, right? So do you remember how to do it? Actually, it's over here. So you go system dot out dot print ln, and we, as you can see, it shows there. So just go enter. All right, let's put our semicolon there, and then we put our quotes, because it's a string, so you always have to have quotes, and say hello again. I am loving this, right? Now Command S or Control S if you're in Windows and it's saved, or you can always go back here, File, and Save. Now it's grayed out because I already saved it. And go back again, right click, go to Run as Java. And if all goes well, there we go. You got hello Java, which is the first statement here. And then you give another one, hello again, I'm loving this, which is the second statement there. Wonderful. Good job. You've done it. This is amazing. You've written your first Java app. Congratulations. We'll see you in the next one, where we're going to talk about variables and strings and so forth. All right. Congratulations again. You did a great work. See you then.